Having some great roads in Hunan. Fantastic. Not much scenery, but fantastic roads for a change.
I came here in 2004, so 16 years ago, and I decided to travel, and I wanted to become a teacher, an English language teacher. I got a qualification to do that, came across to China as the first stop, and I thought I'll get some experience in China and then move on, go maybe to Europe and then maybe South America, and none of that happened because I really enjoyed my time in China. The development was going ahead, and there was new roads being built, new bridges being built, and the first couple of years I was here, the fast train came in. So when I first arrived, they told me there will be a train to Guangzhou, and then from Guangzhou we can go anywhere in China. And I was kind of skeptical, because if somebody in the UK or Australia said next year we might have a train, I would have said that's not possible. It is possible here. The speed of development is so fast. It was about 7 or 8 years ago, I decided to get healthy, and I remember telling my wife, I came out of the shower one day and I said, I'm going to ride a bike to Tibet. And she said, you haven't got a bike, which was a good point. So that week, when I bought myself my first ever bike, or first bike in China. I've ridden east to west, north to south, and then west to east. I traveled to maybe 20 different cities. I've been to Xiamen, Fuzhou, Changsha, Wuhan, Chongqing, places like this to work, and spend a couple of days there. So every city has a different feel about it. And there's a few cities that I say, well, yeah, this is nice. But generally speaking, when I travel, I always think to myself, Zhongshan's the place I want to be. It's home now. And even though I have found some places that I like, I haven't found any place that I would rather live yet, other than here in Zhongshan. You meet up every single day you're in Xinjiang. You meet, you see, you interact with Uyghurs. They're there, they're all over Xinjiang. So when you meet these people and you see them and you talk to them, and they're having a perfectly normal life, it's a perfectly normal day, then you think there's not a serious problem. And I did ask a lot of people, what do you think about all this security? Everybody said, well, we're safer than it was before. It's helping us. I'm on Twitter every day now. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it, but certainly it is addictive. Mostly I still post about the cycling from time to time, but it tends to be a lot more political focused now. What I try and do is I try and be reasonable with people, try and be honest with people, and when they say this is not true, I say, well, on what basis do you say that? Have you been there? Do you know something I don't? But sometimes I'll get someone who'll say, well, thank you for sharing that. You know, I've got a different way to view things now. I like living here because it's a friendly, happy, open-minded place, which I think many people in the West would say, that can't be true, but it is. It's a fact. I am just a person who says, that's not true. I would never make money by doing that.
下载N视频 APP，N 种方式打开世界。